Welcome to S Rank, the podcast now winning game awards. On this show, we rank random things on S through F tier list, but we don't know what's coming next, and we only get one swap. This is the most dangerous game. I'm Devin, and with me to create this game awards, I guess, kind of special list is Ethan.
Yes, thank you very much for having me. You know, as the world's most prominent gamer, I'm very happy to say I know him. His name was David, and even though he's not here right now, he has gifted me with all of the insights a true gamer can have. So I'm here
Nice.
in his spirit, able to help guide us to what he would want as the true gamer of S Rank.
Good, because, we're celebrating the Game Awards. It's right around the corner. And if you're watching this after that, that's cool. Then it might be around the corner, or it might be like 12 months away. I don't know what.
How was the
time
Kingdom
frame
Hearts
is.
trailer or the Nier trailer that I definitely will predict will
Or
happen?
Dino Crisis was finally announced. Or that weird of the supposable statue that's probably just going to be a letdown. Don't get too hyped about it.
Well, Devolver Digital has claimed that statue since no one else
I
will.
did
They
see
said
that.
they say it's there.
I
Yeah,
did
it's
see
theirs.
that tweet. That was funny. But yeah, we're celebrating the Game Awards by the only way we really can, which is playing this game where I have two generators that give us random video game characters, and I've done some test runs with these, and they're pretty specific. You can see on our first one here, as an example, it's not going to be ranked, but as an example is P.E.K.K.A. P-E-K-K-A from Clash of Clans, which I know, Ethan, you play a lot of.
Never touched it in my life. I have seen children play it. And I'm like,
Okay.
hey, at least it's not Roblox. You're doing something else on your phone.
Dang, you're putting Clash of Clans. Okay, so if we do the Clash of Clans and a Roblox character,
You're right. I did that stream, whatever, that Clash of Clans joke stream. And I had
you have
actual...
played it.
Yeah, once. There's another Clash of Clans thing that's like I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Besides the fans.
But yeah, we have, and for folks who've watched this show before, we rank things on this tier list you see in front of you. There is one S spot and 3 C spots. The other spots have 2. There's no tier within the tiers. It's just going to in order of which we put them. But yeah, basically we don't know what's coming next, and we get one skip. And at the end, once we have everything in and we've used our swap or not used our swap from every episode so far that I'm aware of, we've used a swap because I think it's just more fun that way. And I'll be shocked if we ever get a perfect run where we feel like, nope, we don't need to swap anything. That'd be amazing. I think that means we've won. But yeah, we basically review it and be like, did we win this? Was this a solid ranking? Or did we lose? And we've mentioned before, when we lose, it's not good for us. It's not good for us.
Yeah. And there's multiple. It's a gradient, right? We've definitely at least lost one where we're like, nah, this sucked. But then there's ones where like, I guess this is okay. But I think in those instances, it was a lot of like, everything's kind of blah that we just got dealt with. So nothing's exciting to us. But then there were some real winners. So I'm excited about this one based off what you kind of said as the premise. Because it's not the standard fare of 7 generators of weird or specific things, or sometimes broad
no
Nazi
Wikipedia
adjacent
in this
stuff. I'm interested in this one for sure.
Yeah, I'm just hoping I can contribute because I'm worried we're gonna get like deep cuts. That I'm gonna hope that and if we both don't know, then we're probably just gonna go off vibes. Honestly, like if we had to rank this guy, I'd be like, he has purple spikes. He has a sword that's cut in half. I don't know how useful that is, but maybe that's a storytelling element. I find that intriguing. Maybe I would rank this guy maybe at like a B. I don't know. So we'll see what we get. What we get. But we have 2 generators here, folks. So we're just gonna be going back and forth between them, so we don't have to move around too much this time around. But without further ado, I think we just press this randomize button that you can't, or yes, you can see very in small print. But I press this button and we get a new thing. So here we go. Okay, Cole McGrath from Infamous, which I know we've both played.
Okay. Yes, I've platinumed the original Infamous. I finished Infamous 2. I finished Infamous Festival of Blood, which was a standalone digital kind of side story to Infamous 2 built off of that. And then those are the game season. There was one and another digital thing on PS4 afterwards, but I do like the character. I will say this: you take one look at him, you're like, yeah, that's a PS3 guy. You know, and how we can tell it's a PS3 guy. Yeah, okay, he's white, whatever. But that part doesn't really even matter. But he's a guy with a shaved head. You saw so many
he
protagonists
is like the most basic
like
NPC looking
Commander
main
Shepard.
character.
I'm sure there was a Call of Duty guy like that, the prototype guy. Like, there's just so many that were like that. That being said, of the shave head archetype, I liked him a lot. I thought he was a cool character. I liked that he was a this is well before your Ubers and your Grubhubs and your DoorDash and all that stuff. He was like a bike messenger delivery guy.
You needed a bald guy who has lightning for hands.
Well, no, he got
before you need Uber.
He got the lightning because he was delivering a package, which was a bomb. And he didn't realize it, and so he was.
To be honest, I don't remember
too much. He was the epicenter of a 9/11 style attack, and he survived because
that's right.
He's a conduit, and he's made electricity. I like the character a lot. I will say, Infamous's whole thing of like you can be good guy or you can be bad guy was always lame because like you really had to just decide at the beginning of the game, yeah, I want to do one or the other. Because even though major moments would have you ask, you knew that like. This is extremely non-optimal to differ from what I chose to do before. Just you can tell, you know what I mean? And they really make him out to be a huge dick if you play bad guy. Like let down your friends style like dick in like cruel and mean ways. And I actually enjoyed that they went that far with that dude. So I don't know, but you've played the game, so what do you remember?
Yeah, I was gonna say I just remember. I think I mostly skirted around a like somewhat good guy. Like I think I was kind of in the median because sometimes I'd just get annoyed from the police in the game or something, some type of law in the game that you had to abide by. And I'm like, I'm literally Electro or whatever the guy is from Spider-Man without the cool suit. I will say, for whatever reason, I don't think it's true, but I'm remembering him being British. Or am I thinking of like
he had a gruff
voice
voice
or whatever?
Well, the original Watch Dogs came well after that, and that was in Chicago or Cleveland or something like
There's
that.
There's a London one. What is the London one? Where they're hackers?
I think maybe you thought British because his gruff voice could maybe sound Welsh or Irish. Maybe.
I don't remember.
But it's supposed to be New York.
I mean, it's been probably like 17 years since I've played this game, so even the 9/11 thing that you said earlier,
yeah,
that is, but it's a game that I did play at least through its main story mode.
Okay.
And I remember playing another one, and I didn't like it as much for whatever reason.
They made it so in the first game you are way more powerful if you picked bad guy. Like the final unlock is black lightning, and that just felt so cool. Like all your lightning was black. But then they made being a good guy overpowered in the second game, because the second game was like you get a secondary power sets, or it's like ice or oil, and ice was just so much better. I like this guy. He is not like.
Man,
let me put it this way:
it's hard to know. It's hard to know where to put this because. I'll say, like I said, I did some random test runs, and once again, we always say we don't like the metagame, but it happens. We're going to metagame. I am worried we're not going to get too many more that are like, we both played that or have generally positive feelings. So I'm kind of like, I know this is crazy to say, but I'm like, maybe we put him at A because of
I would be willing to put him at B based off what you're saying. A is a bit of, like, he is kind of bland. It was a big joke when PlayStation's Smash Brothers ripoff, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, had 2 versions of this guy in there.
I forgot that he was in that.
Good guy and bad guy, Cole. Because he is kind of bland.
I should say I'm not. When we're ranking these two, I guess if I haven't played them, I mean, there's some that like if we get Master Chief, I feel like I probably would rank Master Chief higher just because of what he stands for.
It's also a cool character design. If we get him,
yeah,
you know,
I'm hoping we will. I'm hoping we will because I feel like he'll be a good A or S. I'm fine putting it at B. I'm a little worried about it. I'm just being frank.
How do you spell
I
it?
should be being Cole. Cole, Cole, MacGrath. So Mac
MacGrath?
as in mac and cheese. Grath, Grath. But yeah, you're so right that he is the most PS3.
Yeah, and I like
honestly
him,
kind of boring looking.
but
like
yeah,
like if you take away that lightning, he is just. I feel like every Unity asset NPC in any Steam game
because they expect you to put a hairstyle on them that's separate, right? Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, but like a lot of the character comes down to the performance, you know what I mean, and the story, and like that was where it was nice. I could talk a lot more about Infamous, but we have to move on, don't we?
We do. We gotta go to this next one. So as example, Jim Miller, which I think is a real photo of him and not the video game.
From a Fight Night game or something?
He first appeared in UFC Undisputed 3. So I think he's a real person,
right.
But this is the video game version of him. So Jim Miller is an American mixed martial artist currently fighting for UFC's lightweight division. But this is just an example. But this was one of the examples I got, and I thought that was really funny. They're like, yeah, literally anything is on this docket, including just a random UFC fighter. So we'll see what we get. It kind of gets me excited because maybe we'll get like another actual person who just happens to be in a video game. So we'll see what we get.
Okay,
here we go.
Huh?
Mark Chang from Fairly Odd Parents' Shadow Showdown, a mysterious alien from outer space who's the prince of Yugopotamia. Okay, I remember the character.
I
know. He was the aliens. I didn't play the game version of him, but I
understand now the depths of what you're talking about. I wouldn't have thought that like licensed cartoon video games would be represented here. Mark Chang? He's just got a adorable guy name.
If I remember correctly, I think he has like a because I think I see it here. He has a device that he can change into a human, but everyone the people that know him know that he's an alien. So that's his his American name, I guess you could say, his Earth name.
Sure.
But he's the prince from his planet, and I don't remember.
Wow, you're dumping Fairly Odd Parents lore that I do.
I liked Fairly Odd Parents.
I kind of watched that show. I didn't like it, but it was on.
It was definitely my top 3. For me, it was SpongeBob, Jimmy Neutron, and Fairly Odd Parents. So when we had all those crossovers, it was like Christmas for me. But so yeah, if I remember correctly, the Prince of Yugopotamia, which I know is like I think his dad is kind of like a dick, but he was kind of chill for the most part. And I think he sides with Timmy Turner most of the times and not. But this could be just really vague memories, folks. But yeah, I mean, I haven't played the game he's from, so I don't know how he interacts in that. I'm just basing this off of my very, very foggy memory of Fairly Odd Parents. I'm okay putting this at like E, I guess. Or D, I don't know. Like it's
someone's gonna look at this file list and be like, "Who the fuck is Mark Chang?"
From the hit video game, first appeared in the Fairly Odd
I
Parents
agree
Shadow
that
Showdown.
F might be too low. You know what I mean? Because like
we might get characters that we hate.
We could get literally Adolf Hitler because of Wolfenstein. You know what I mean? Like,
right. I guess we gotta keep that as a backup.
No offense to Mark here, but I guess I don't really know him.
He goes to another school. It's all good, dude.
He's from another planet.
You wouldn't know him. All right, back to our other thing. Off to an interesting start, I'll say. It's kind of exciting.
Yeah, sure.
All right, here we go.
Cole McGrath is our first guy. Yo, okay.
Morgan Anslin from Darkstalkers, The Night Warriors. I've seen her before.
Yes.
But mostly some artists I follow who do somewhat not safe for work stuff occasionally.
100%, I understand.
I've seen her breasts, I will admit.
Yes. Here's the thing. Darkstalkers, Capcom fighting game, super beloved by those fans. This character is, I guess, the poster character of it. I don't know if she was ever billed as the number one, but like in retrospect, absolutely, right? Especially when you get into like Marvel versus Capcom.
She's kind of like the Scorpion.
She's a succubus. Oh yeah. Okay, sure.
and a succubus.
Well, here's the thing: it's a Capcom character, Capcom
Yeah.
video game, fighting game, and like there are Street Fighter parallels to a lot of them. Like the vampire guy, I forgot his name. I remember her name, and that's I think it Morrigan. The vampire guy has the fireball from that Ryu has. Like there are parallels like that. But this is the most beloved character of that game for obvious reasons, right? And what I do like though is that like, despite like the overtly sexualized appearance of that character and how she's drawn in other medium and by artists, like I understand what you're saying. The games themselves, while they delve into that and like the scarier guys, right? Like there's a mummy guy and whatnot. It's very goofy. Or like watching one of her hit reaction sprites, it's literally like Looney Tunes eyes popping out of the socket type of stuff. Like it's very goofy, like almost like a Monster Mash type of stuff. It's a very iconic fighting game character design, I will say that, and people want the return of Darkstalkers. I think mainly to see more of that character for what it's worth. But the games are also
like
fun.
I said, I've probably also seen it like, at the anime pop-up stores in Japan, or I found out the mall near me has a lot of anime stores, and I think it's the only thing keeping the goddamn mall afloat anymore. So I'm pretty sure I've seen her in the sexy section.
Okay.
I do say, like, design-wise, her hair, fire. I love the kind of blue silver tint. I like that she has bat wings on her head and kind of her back or almost hip area.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works flight wise. I don't know if you really need the four wings, or like, is her head just that heavy that
is it just to help direct airflow for balance, up there?
Right.
I don't know.
I like the bat tights, I guess. There's bats on it. She's cool. She's cool with me.
I'd put it at A. I'd put her above Cole McGrath.
She looks cool.
And is that Morigian?
Yes. And then Ansland is Aensland.
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 Okay.
Ansland. Is she British? We haven't thought about this.
I don't know. I mean,
okay.
Ansland the lion. Okay, let me get that on here.
All right, so we have a pretty good lineup so far.
That's is our right, John.
Here. Morgan, Colin, Mark.
And Mark Chang. Yeah.
All right, let's see what we get next. Angelina Mason, an assassin employed by the franchise. Mason is a target in Hitman Blood Money. Okay.
I played that game.
So this must be one of the... It sounds like... it sounds like she's it says an assassin, so I'm assuming at the least similar level to the hitman in the game.
Right.
It sounds like, it says a target. So I'm assuming there's a specific mission you do where you have to take her out.
Right.
Kill her, not take her out to eat.
Unfortunately, I never finished that game.
She's wearing a penguin outfit in this picture, or a bird of some sort.
Blood Money was the best one, maybe prior to the current World of Assassination. They started a reboot thing and then made 2 sequels to it, and then that third game kind of just took all the levels and from the previous and combined it and just kind of blah 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 blah. It's all one thing. I don't quite understand, but I know people really love that. But Blood Money was the start of that formula of that like large level with different orchestrating things going on. So, putting on different costumes and whatnot. So I can see maybe, I don't know, but like maybe she's wearing that because she is also doing the same thing you are. Maybe that's just too complicated. It was a PS2 game. I don't know the character. The outfit's not selling her.
Funny. It's funny. I like the bird.
Do we want to...
Is this a D?
Okay.
Or a C?
I hesitate on... Here's the thing. maybe we just got lucky with Cole and Morgan as characters that like I recognize and you recognize. I kind of maybe want to save C for that style as well, because we've never heard of this person. We know the video game.
Maybe we heard of them, and then we don't really have any strong opinions, so they go and see. Where this one's a little bit more like, we don't have strong opinions, and we don't have any prior knowledge.
Right. And she looks like a mascot for a college football game, or basketball game.
Let's go Penguins,
baby. I'd say, well, we could put her in D. How do you spell whatever her
Angelina,
name is?
like Angelina Jolie.
Okay.
Mason.
M-A-S-O-N?
M-A-S-O-N, yep.
Oh, she's a Freemason.
We don't yet. Could be.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
It does say view full details on Giant Bomb. That's actually where the generator uses data from, by the way.
Okay.
To provide high quality character information.
That website, by the way, I'm glad we're doing this episode now because I'm pretty sure the website's being like not shut down, but like there's a new version of the site that's going up soon. I think it's going into like in being like frozen soon. So I'm actually glad we're recording this now because I don't think you would have been able to access it. Okay.
All right.
Angelina Mason.
I don't know. My thing's not. I'm just gonna press F11 again. There we go. Here we go. Spyro the Dragon.
Fuck yes. You ever played a Spyro game?
I hate to break it to you. I have not played a Spyro game.
God damn it.
At least not like
games.
that I can remember.
Okay.
I've seen maybe a clip or two from a Spyro. Was there a newer Spyro game in the last like 5-6 years?
Well, they took the 3 games that people actually like, the original 3 that Insomniac made, and remade them so the graphics are brand new. But that was the last one of those. So like after the PS1 trilogy, Spyro the Dragon, Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, Spyro Year of the Dragon, all Zodiac kind of themed. After those, and Universal sold the rights to them and Crash Bandicoot to Activision, and Activision went and just fucking made shit. They just fucking pumped it out, right? I have Spyro Enter the Dragonfly for PS2. It's a terrible video game. That is technically Spyro 4. And then they made a bunch of just whatever games, and then Spyro became, for whatever reason, like a brand tack-on to the new idea that Activision had at Toys for Bob, Skylanders. Remember those? The Toys to Life?
Yeah.
It was a Spyro thing. Just because it's like, just attach a name to it. But like, who...
He got a new job. That's what happened.
Spyro
got a new job, and he needed to pivot a little bit. It happens.
Yeah, so like, the brand died, and then like, because the Crash Bandicoot trilogy remake did so well, then they brought Spyro back for that. But then I think it's been like, maybe he appeared in the Crash Bandicoot 4 as an Easter egg or something, I don't know, but people really remember as 3 good PS1 games and then the remakes of those games, and that's it. I loved the color scheme. Being purple is stellar. I loved his little attitude. He was kind of a jerk at the beginning. Which I like.
He has a little like rattlesnake tail too. Like he's not just a normal. They just done a classic dragon. They're like, no, he's more.
And he's a young little dragon. He can't really fly, so you glide in.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah.
So is there bigger dragons?
Oh yeah, in that first game, you're saving all the dragons because Nasty Nork watched television where the dragons were talking shit about Nasty Nork. He ain't shit. And so that Nasty Nork had magic, and he's like, fuck these guys, and he turned them all into statues. And so here's the thing. People really like Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot is a Mario 3 in 3D. It's all basically 2D style levels, but in 3 dimensions. Sometimes they are actually just flat 2D. Spyro is a Mario 64. Here is a level that's a broader, explorable 3D environment, and you have things to find. That's what the formula was. And then that first game, it was finding these stone statues of the dragons and doing that. So yes, they're all, adult dragons, and he is a young one. He can't fly,
like a Kirby
you can
situation.
glide.
I guess Kirby's not the best example, but I'm just thinking like there's some characters I see and I'm like, they're at least
Like SpongeBob.
adolescent.
Where like
like,
he's got a job, but like he acts like a child. Where you know what I mean?
So for me, because when I see Spyro, I always thought like, I don't know, kind of gives me high school bully vibes. Like he's like maybe 16. He maybe owns a car.
Really? I was
he might
like,
shove me into a locker,
like
but if you're on his good side, he's like he will defend you though. Like he has some good morals, but he's a dick sometimes. So I feel like that's the vibe I got off from Spyro.
Fair enough. I like the character, but he's not like stellar or anything like that. It's just it was a fun character.
He is classic though. I mean, when you see him, you know it.
I mean, also like think of, and you close your eyes right now, audience. You do this as well.
Mm-hmm.
We love the iconic Pac-Man. He's yellow. Mario red. Mega Man's blue. Sonic's blue. Crash Bandicoot's orange. Purple. Who's Master Chief's green? Purple. Like he takes up a color.
In Halo, you could sometimes switch your skins to purple. Just kidding.
Red versus blue. Combine their purple. You know what I mean? Like just him being purple in a way is almost unique because like
he has that market down.
In of classic like iconic like Lara Croft had that blue shirt, that light blue. So I guess that I'm just thinking like color wise, like he kind of stands out even still. You know what I mean?
And I'll say this, like, dragons, the concept of dragons have been around in human history for some time, right? And the fact that you can get a dragon to look in a certain way to where people recognize it, generally speaking, I think is actually tougher than we believe it is. I mean, if he looked more like less cartoonish, you'd be like, I don't know what that is. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's hard for me to imagine the differences between a dragon and Harry Potter versus Game of Thrones. Like they kind of, you know what I'm saying? Where like
sure, or a dragon in between How to Train Your Dragon and a dragon and How to Train Your Dragon, but this time we had real people riding the fake dragons.
Yeah, I can't tell you. I don't know. I just feel like, I mean, like the reason Sonic the Hedgehog looks more like Mickey Mouse than an actual hedgehog, there's a reason for that, and I feel like they kind of got the design down pat. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to, but I feel like they easily could have messed it up. That's kind of what I'm saying. So,
and I think
design points, I think we got to give some flowers here.
I think the reason they chose purple, maybe I'm making
Minnesota
this up.
Vikings.
Yeah,
purple
absolutely.
and yellow.
Because it stood out well against the green grass drop for the first few levels. Because I remember seeing some document of like different color ideas,
like a brand thing.
Yeah. But yeah, he's a B for me. I don't know. What do you think?
I feel like we got it. Like the fact
do you want
that
to put
he's
him in
recognizable, I kind of feel like A actually.
Really? Oh.
If you're taking away the game, I'm just thinking like if we're going like a lot of these are about recognizing and like how many people know Cole McGrath really? How many people know Morgan compared to Spyro the Dragon? Like I know we shouldn't rank everything based off like iconic.
I think so far we've ranked them in terms of recognizability for sure. I think definitely Morgan over Cole, definitely Cole over whoever Angelina is, and no one remembers Mark Chang except for people who knew the cartoon. In the realm of
we
video
have to
games.
rank it like that, but I do feel like despite its maybe lack of success in the video game world, the actual video games themselves, the fact that I would think most people, at least people our age, be like, yeah, Spyro the Dragon.
Yeah.
Spyro the Dragon.
Yeah. I just get nervous about us having to use our skip, because what if we get like...
I mean, I'm fine putting it at B, if that's what we're feeling. I just think that there's a chance it might feel good at A, though. In case we don't
I would feel good putting him at A. I guess I'm just being like, what if we get Pac-Man? And Mario,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like shit like that. Or like, I would definitely put them over
I mean,
Spyro.
if we get Sonic, we have to, by default, put it at S.
So. We're contractually obligated to. Yuji Naka, even though he's not in prison anymore, knew a lot of guys in prison, and he gave them our name. You know what I mean? So
like they named a whole other podcast called The Sonic Movie Show.
Yeah.
They're fake fans if they put Sonic below anything. This is tough. I feel like this is actually a big decision way too early in the game.
Right. Half an hour in, but still way too early. Man, I feel like it's got to be B. I feel like it's B.
All right.
But like,
I'm okay rolling with it. I'm okay with it.
We're already feeling the like, oh man, this isn't perfect anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But we might get, I don't know, like you said, you mentioned Laura Croft. I feel like that there's an argument to be made that could be a B or
Our
an A
top
too.
three is
So,
going to be
like,
the sexiest female characters.
yeah,
in
if we're,
gaming.
yeah, that'd be great for our thumb. Actually, it's great for our thumbnail. Let's just put all.
Yeah,
like, the
Morgan's
sexy
definitely going to be in the
women.
thumbnail. You heard it here first. You already saw it. You know what I mean? If you're watching this, you already saw it.
Let's go to our next one.
And then
see
we'll
what
put
we get
this
here.
chick up there too. Just
Yeah,
to be like,
we're just putting them all in there.
yeah.
Here we go. Oh, here's a perfect example. Wyvern, dragon, winter wyvern, real name Oroth from Dota 2, a playable Dota character. Playable. Winter wyvern is an intelligence hero affiliated with the Dire.
Okay.
The picture isn't really... Hold on, let me see if I can open this up.
I'm not going to lie. When I first saw that photo, I thought that was Perfect Chaos from Sonic Adventure.
No. All right, has more of a... look here. There's more images. Hold on. See if we get it. Okay, I wanted to. I know we didn't do this for the other ones, but I just wanted to see.
Well, the photo was
More
such a
of the
zoom in
scope.
on the dude's like eye. So like, yeah, we need to.
Um,
I will say this: less interesting looking dragon than the dragon we just had. Absolutely.
It just tells. I would think ice dragon of some sort of elemental.
Got like green
This is more
crystal
classical. This is more like D&D almost level of dragon.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Dota. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know it's been around. Do people still play it? I haven't heard it in a hot minute, but I'm not saying there isn't probably a big player base though. Like I know it's Dota and like League of Legends were like the two big ones from our era that really blew up.
And they're both the same style of game that like I humored playing once and was like, oh no, this is just not like congruous with like how I want to live. Like no, no matches that are an hour long, which you don't do much.
I don't know if this is this is a playable Dota character. I don't even know how many characters there are.
There are like over like probably 200 in both of those games. To be fair,
I see there's a forum here and there's 0 comments. So I don't know. This must not be like a popular. This ain't no Winston from Overwatch, you know. So
right. Man, does Mark need a friend at E?
I
do
kind
we
of
drop
feel
him
that
even lower?
I do run the risk that we're going to get something decent, and then we're going to have something in F. I mean,
Why don't
Mark
we
Chang
put him in
looks
F?
cooler because he's an alien that has some.
From Popular's Kid cartoon.
When this poor dragon, we were just Wyvern. We were just talking about how Spyro is for a dragon something that like could be easily just kind of blend with all the other dragons. This one is much more closer to my critique, where it's just like. This just looks like any role. Like if you showed me this, I'd be like, "Is this from D&D? Is this from another role-playing game?
Is this from some mobile game? You know what I mean?
Advertisement? Like,
yeah.
You got to slay the dragon that stole your girlfriend or whatever. Yeah, like I don't know. So, yeah, I'm kind of man.
I need his name again.
Winter Wyvern.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he doesn't even have an actual name. That's just a species.
It says female, by the way.
Okay, well, like we said, sexy ladies in number 1,
Okay.
2, and 3.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think about it that way.
No, lady needs a
from
name.
A different way.
Sorry, Winter Wyvern.
Real name is Oroth. Auroth.
We're sticking with Winter Wyvern. That's how it was presented to us.
That's fine.
F.
Yeah. Okay.
Winter Wyvern.
Kind of boring, but we don't know much. It could be amazing. We don't know, but
Fans of
All right.
Dota, I'm sorry. Let us know. Put her in a tier list. Is that a good character in terms of the video game? Spyro's just like, if I draw a purple dragon, you're either thinking Spyro or Dragon Tales. You know what I mean?
right. Yeah.
So,
Dragon sales. All right. Let's see what we get here. We've gotten some bangers from this first one. I feel like this one's been giving us some good ones, and the other one's giving us really deep cuts, which is a good variety to have, I guess.
yeah.
Here
Can't
we
be
go.
too upset.
Ripto from Spyro Reignited Trilogy. So the same thing.
Okay.
Same game.
Okay.
Ripto.
Yes, forgettable of the 3 villains from those first 3 games.
I would never have guessed this is from Spyro if I saw this. I'm just gonna be honest, straight away. I'll be like, this is someone's OC, like just made up.
Sure.
This is
I will
my
say
dragon
this.
persona.
You want some fun, cute facts? His name is Ripto because when Spyro the Dragon, the first game came out, was released worldwide. Insomniac, I think they're based in Seattle, American company, right? But the game, goes to Japan, and how they write out, the name of Spyro, whatever they called it, those kanji symbols kind of look like RIPTO, and that's why they named this character Ripto. So that's cute. Okay. But forgettable, the nasty Nork from the first game, you just love him just because he's a giant, just dork or whatever.
Is he a bad guy? He looks kind of bad.
Ripto is a bad guy. And then the third game had an evil dragon lady and a bunny girl. Who the cheated guy from Ripto's 2, Spyro 2, sort of. The cheated guy from Spyro 2 falls in love with the bunny girl, and she changes sides, and that's how you beat the evil dragon lady. She was more interesting. Ripto,
because she went from heel to babyface. What you're saying, basically?
Yes. Okay. This guy, I don't really remember him. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what he looked like. He looked familiar when you said Ripto from Spyro 2. I was like, okay, I guess that's not a good thing. I definitely wouldn't put him on the level of Spyro.
I just find it interesting. This implies, by the way, that Spyro's naked.
Something just fell. I need to go see what that was.
Okay.
I'm thinking C? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the design is, like I said, it isn't. I wouldn't have guessed Spyro. It looks like someone. I mean, it's a good drawing. And I do like the kind of Count Dracula almost look. Kind of sinister looking, right? Mischievous, maybe even. But I'm not. Is it D or C? I feel like that's.
I know what fell. It was a heavy ass Cards Against Humanity box in another room, and the cat is just like hair all up, like, what happened? You gotta tell me what happened. As if I have answered over. No, she's in a different room.
It was a ghost. It was Ripto. I think.
What were you thinking?
Like, I do like this art piece. I think is cool. Like I said, I would not have clocked it as something from Spyro. It doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but it does look like more of like. It looks more cartoonish, even more so. Even though Spyro is cartoony looking, the fact that he has clothes on implies Spyro is naked, which is kind of funny.
Sure.
I do like his Count Dracula almost look here, but he doesn't give me dragon vibes.
I don't even remember if he was a dragon.
I think he is. I don't know. I kind of feeling D or C. We haven't put anything at C yet, so part of me is like C, I guess, is fine. Because I think D we save for we don't have any knowledge, maybe. C is like we have some knowledge we don't really care for. If that's kind of how we're breaking it down so far.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm with you on D, but like, we don't want to take away a lot of the lower spots. Because he is middling for us. Yeah. I don't really care for much for him, but like you said, I recognize him.
I don't recognize him, but I didn't, Angelina Mason gave me nothing really. I feel like this, at least I'm like, the more I look at it, the more I'm like kind of curious, I guess.
Let's put him at C then.
Ripto, ripping farts.
Yep.
I'm sure. All right.
How many more Dota characters are we gonna get?
I know. We'll see. All right, we got Ted McPayne from Awesomenauts, part of the elite super soldiers known as the Killer Koalas. Ted McPayne is the first Awesomenaut to join the game from the Starstorm expansion.
This sounds like such a fucking Reddit-coded 2009 video game. I've never heard of this game, this character, and it sounds cringely painful to me. which is where I kind of placed that game in that Ted McPain. Come on, and I bet too they're not playing it ironically. I bet they're like, yeah, he's cool.
Yeah,
You know
I mean,
what I
he's
mean?
wearing a American
he's
flag.
trying to look like the Gears of War guys or something, right?
Yeah, he has a jetpack on, and he has like, I mean, I guess Helldivers was after this, but kind of a Helldivers armor. He has a skull with wings here, a cyber-looking gun, but then he is wearing underwear. That's the American flag. I know it's hard to tell in the preview here, and he has like space shoes, but he's just wearing underwear underneath all this. So yeah, it's very much like your kind of classic like I'll describe it like just like, oh, he's so sick. He doesn't even wear his full armor kind of thing, which is like
sure.
That works sometimes, I'll admit.
Sure.
But like this does give me that era of I think I have Awesome Knots, but I don't think I've ever played it.
Never heard of it. Oh.
I think it's like a shoot 'em up kind of game, kind of like a like from a side scrolling shoot 'em up game, kind of like Metal Slug or something like that. But I'm not mistaken. But yeah, kind of just a little too over the top, and it's very much a America fuck yeah energy, which I find cringy at this point.
Right.
But
does Mark need a friend? An E.
I feel like it's a disservice to Mark, low key. I don't know.
Does the Winter Wyvern need a friend? I'm just nervous if we get Hitler from Wolfenstein. That's where he's from.
Maybe we put it at E then. I feel like not. We have a swap. We have a swap later on. If maybe Mark Chang, we're like, you know what, Mark Chang is goated actually.
But that name, Ted McPain, fuck. Yeah, let's put him at E. But like, he's on watch.
Yeah,
he's probably on a list.
Yeah,
can't go near a school. Okay,
or he's just a war criminal. I mean, that's.
That's. Yeah, probably likely.
All right. See what we get here for the next one. We're getting down to the wire, folks. All right, the picture is not loading, but it does say Bayonetta from Bayonetta 2.
Oh. Okay.
I know the photo is not loading,
which is a shame. And I bet if you go to reload that, it's probably gonna not load into the thing.
Yeah, right? It won't.
Folks at home,
I could try to, pull up a photo of Google. Bayonetta.
Now you have to make sure it's Bayonetta 2 because she's got a different design, hairstyle-wise, in all three.
I've played the first Bayonetta.
Yeah.
But I have not... What is going on with my window right now? It's like... All right, there we go. Yeah, I believe she has more of the librarian cut.
She's got shorter hair. It's the best design of the three. I don't care for her design in the third game with their hairstyle and that. The first one's iconic, but I think this is her best look.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I did not play much of the video game itself, but I think the character's really cool. And we did actually, on our sister podcast, the Sonic Movie Show, we reviewed the Bayonetta animated movie, which is retelling of that first game, and it was timed to come out shortly before or after the sequel here. Would come out. So, I guess it's semi-related to this. We discussed the character, and I think we all said the character was cool, for what it is. And people have debated about, whether or not it's a misogynistic design or, blah, blah, blah. And I think the current cycle has settled on, no, actually it's empowering and cool. Also get a grip, you know what I mean? Type of thing. So I am pro Bayonetta 2. Character design. What do you think?
I played the first one. I've not played the second one. But from my knowledge of the first one, I'm more of a long hair Bayonetta fan. I don't know how I feel about like I said, I called it a librarian cut. It gives me like front desk librarian, which, hey, respect to our librarians, by the way. Respect to our librarians.
Yes. Did you know you can rent video games such as Bayonetta 2 at the library? I just remember
library's cool.
Watching the Nintendo Direct where they announced this game, because Nintendo co-published this game with Sega. This game was not going to get made unless Like Sega wasn't willing to fund the whole thing. And hearing Satoru Iwata, the president of Nintendo, say her sporty new haircut, was just it just sticks in my brain here, in my head. So that's just that's like the only line I have of his stuck in my head.
I do like though that her kind of outfit like makes up for the lack of hair, where it looks like her hair, anyways.
Oh sure.
For the kind of, I guess, frills of her. I guess you can call this not a dress. I don't know what you call this.
A bodysuit.
Bodysuit.
Because remember, her entire outfit's her hair, right?
Yeah, blue and gold guns, with looks like energy things in one of them. I guess they're all different colors. I mean, I think it's sick. I think it's pretty sick. It fits in with the kind of evangelical art style throughout the game with the angels and stuff like that, which I always thought were really cool. I think this is. Do we put the ladies at A?
I think this is an A. My question for you is how is this presented to us? Does it say Bayonetta in parentheses 2, or like what does the what
it
does
just
the
said
listing
Bayonetta,
say?
Bayonetta 2. It just the picture didn't.
I see.
So
I see. So, but the character is just listed as Bayonetta.
Bayonetta from Bayonetta 2. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Then we can kind of wrap it all in the entirety of Bayonetta, and I think that works. There we go. Morgan and Bayonetta sit at our A rank.
I mean, I know with the bit of like, oh, the sexy women are at the top. But I mean, like, so far, I mean, outside of Spyro, like Spyro's the only one where I'm like, that could be maybe bumped up, but we only have so many spots.
Yeah.
Like Cole is a cool character, like we talked about, but visually he isn't very interesting.
Right. I would be willing to drop him down lower if like
we get something
more
else.
Interesting came along.
Yeah.
Because there's such a wide breadth of video game character. Obviously, we see with Winter Wyvern and Ted McPain that like us getting interesting characters, this many of them seems like a blessing. You know what I mean? And so there, it then makes the Cole McGrath placement seem odd, right? Because I guess right now I would move him down to C, but like at the time, this is our first guy.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see
what we get. All right. I'm hoping this one's giving us a lot of, like I said, deep cuts and not any really good ones. So hopefully we get. So far, Mark Chang, I think, is leading the way on this generator and what it's given us.
Did it give us Morgan, though? Maybe I'm wrong. No, it gave us Mark Chang. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right. We'll see what we get here, though. No way. Folks, we're back. If people who have seen, I think it was our second episode or first episode, this is Tempest, real name Garth, also known as Garth Aqualad, is a member of Young Justice. Declined the chance to become Aqualad. So
there was a Young Justice video game?
First appeared in Aquaman Battle for Atlantis.
I see. I think that was
Young Justice, for people who've been watching S Rank the podcast, where we've done other episodes, not video game ones, but we got Young Justice, the TV series, and it was a funny part of the episode, I remember.
Right.
Don't think we ranked it very high because we didn't really have too much to say for it, but just funny that this is the first time in the show that I think we've gotten connecting
we've
dots.
Had a repeat. Yeah. There's secret ties between us all, and the thread has just begun to show itself.
Mm-hmm.
From what I can tell in this tiny little screen in the now shorter window preview I have in OBS, he looks like a huge dork.
He looks like a minion that like I would be fighting in an Aquaman video game. Like he
looks like an NPC in some Aquaman city.
Yeah.
Does Angelina need a friend at D? Because I don't want to be too mean to
Tempest. Here's his backside if you need any reference.
Because he got well-defined back muscles.
Not really. There's like there's a little bit of a shadow here.
And he did I hear you correctly that he declined to be Aquaman Like, that's just
Declined his
loser
chance to
energy.
become Aqua Lad.
He
I don't
didn't
know if
even
that's
want to.
Aquaman's like sidekick or son or something. I don't know.
I don't know. There's another guy who talks to fish. Let's put him at D. Because
Yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
mean, I
want
think
to
we
put him
have
at
to.
F. You know.
He might be an F though later on. I don't know. We'll see.
Because I haven't written where any of these characters are from, do I write Tempest and in parentheses? No, if we didn't do that for Mark Chang, Tempest doesn't get saying he's from Aquaman for, I think, the GameCube or whatever.
Temp. The name sounds so much cooler than what he like. Just
Sounds like he would be a
seems to
boss in some,
Yeah.
He sounds like he'd be a Mortal Kombat water guy.
Yeah. Right. He's made of water or something. All right. This one's been our best one. I really do love the yin and yang of this, I guess you can say.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Hey, how many left do we have? We have 1,
Oh.
2, 3, 4. So we only get 2 more with this, including this one. With this
Okay.
one. The Prince from Prince of Persia, Sands of Time.
Okay. Raise your hand if have you ever played a Prince of Persia game? Raise your hand if you've watched a Prince of Persia movie.
And ranked to S?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Jake Gyllenhaal?
That's
okay.
right. This is not that guy.
This ain't Jake Gyllenhaal.
They specify what one he's from. I've watched the entirety of the first original Prince of Persia game being played. I guess the Apple II. It's a neat, weird side-scrolling platformer where they rotoscoped everything, like the motions of the guy. So like there was a huge weight and all that to what the character was like when you moved and ran, and like it looks like it would be cumbersome as fuck, but due to just the nature and how they did it, it ended up being like kind of a neat platformer, as it's like you're just in like a maze essentially in a dungeon and in a temple. I know they go on to make 3D games and all that, and Sands of Time, I think, is the beloved one of those. I think. Wait, I think that's what the movie was named. So yeah, it must be the beloved one then. But I do not know the Prince at all. I bought the last Prince of Persia game that was a Metroidvania, side-scrolling search action thing, and it's not that guy. You play as someone else. So I don't really know this guy all that well. He's recognizable to a good degree, especially classic video game history.
I mean, I think if you show me this picture, I don't know if the Prince from Prince of Persia would be the top of my list, but I think I'd get there eventually.
Assassin's Creed guy.
Yeah.
Or something.
Like, I'd be like, is he a villain of some sort? Assassin's Creed, or maybe more specifically, it gives me almost pirate energy, so I'd be like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, maybe, or something like that.
Kind of flowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not but once I see it, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Certainly not S. And I wouldn't put him in S.
I think this is C. It kind of feels right there, anyways.
Yeah. What's the full title that they give?
The Prince.
Okay. We have to write the Prince of Persia.
yeah. Just seeing the Prince and be like, what?
Someone's gonna watch this and be real mad that we put Cole McGrath over the Prince of Persia.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I guess at least the Prince has a little bit more going for him, like visually, than Cole McGrath.
Hey, we have a swap.
We have a swap.
And it would be a bit of a boring swap, but we could choose to swap the Prince of Persia with the Cole of McGrath.
And we only get one more of this. And like I said, it's been all pretty decent stuff, like stuff that's
known people.
You don't know Tempest, dude?
Dude, he's up there with Angelina on my known list. Character I forgot already, whoever that was.
We have 2 more of these now on the second one. I want us to give us something.
3 spots in total.
Big.
We have an F spot, a C spot, and the F spot. Literally, so like top, middle, and bottom.
Pretty good. Yep, pretty good spectrum. Here we go. Wait. I'm going to say, Vlatko Kankar, he doesn't have a picture, but it says first appeared NBA 2K21. I'm like, feel like that name's familiar to me.
He's an actual player?
I think he's a basketball player. Hold on.
Dude, you gotta put a human being at F?
I mean, this is a video game character video game character list. Okay, he plays for the Nuggets. He plays on the hometown team.
You don't even know who he was,
Denver.
huh?
I'm a Timberwolves fan, so I'm not the most up to date, but I could have walked by this guy at the grocery store. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't know much about him. I mean, he's not Nikola Jokic, from the big star player out of the Nuggets, or one of the better players, if not the best player right now in the NBA. So I don't know.
No, we got it. Hold on. This is a video game character. Type in NBA 2K21 or whatever. We got to know what he looks like in the video game.
2K. I see NBA 2K23 right here. I guess he had knee surgery at some point.
That'll hurt his chances.
He's from Slovenia. Let's see if I can get the game. He might be like, so from my knowledge of sports games, they sometimes update the rosters, right? He might have been,
yeah.
He's from Slovenia, and knowing how the NBA also works, sometimes there's players who you draft, but they play in Europe still for like a year, maybe a couple seasons before they come to your like G League, your minor league team. So I have a feeling that's what this guy like career is. So he might be in the game, but he might not be like.
They might not have made a model of him.
Yeah, they might have just loosely.
They just took a white guy and like kind of like, hey, he's got black hair, so let's like they just took someone else maybe.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get quick. Oh my god. He last played in Italy for the EuroLeague. He previously played in the NBA for the Denver Nuggets when they won the NBA Finals with them in 2023. But I don't think he's.
So if he wasn't really much in the actual video game he's in.
Yeah, he's not even in the NBA anymore. He plays the European League, I think. He re-signed last year, and then I think that was a 1-year contract, it sounds like.
Huh.
He's on the member of the Slovenian national basketball team. Regardless of all this.
Also, that would have been during COVID and all that stuff, too. Like, this game is 2021, so that would have been 2020. And then would have released.
Also adds into it, I think, too. I think this is a default F, unfortunately. One, because I'm not saying... Listen, if we got, like...
Tiger Woods, then be like, yeah, the only good golf games ever. That's not true, but, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, he is the Tony Hawk of golf.
Or LeBron James, right? If we got LeBron James from NBA 2K15, I'd still probably maybe think about putting him at E or something.
Sure.
Because we're basing this off video game characters. Unless there's a story mode equivalent in the, like, maybe.
I mean, but he wouldn't be, it would be your created character and all of the State Farm branded stuff.
Sorry to Vlatko Kankar.
Can you spell it?
Vlat, V-L-A-T, K-O, that's his first name. And then Kankar, C-A-N-C-A-R. I've heard the name before, but he's
it sounds like a question. Vlatko Kankar.
He Kankar.
That's very mean of me to say, and I apologize, but I'm not.
Hey, you're welcome on the show. We always say this. Any of the humans we get on the show, for the most part, are invited.
The last episode of the Sonic Movie Show, or no, 2 episodes ago on the Sonic Movie Show, we challenged Hideo Kojima to go on the podcast. So we'll take anyone. You know what I mean? Take anyone.
I mean, he can be a special guest on one of these episodes. We can rank basketball players. That's totally cool with us. And video game characters. We could do I'll throw a generator in there that has both. All right, here we go. Last one of the, I guess, good one of the generators.
Sure.
Lead us home, baby. I would love just an easy lock at S rank here. Just to sweeten the ending. Kind of just put the nail in the coffin. And I don't mean in a negative way. Just like, we knocked this shit out of the park. Give us Sonic the Hedgehog or Knuckles or something. Here we go.
Okay.
Wonder Red, the Wonderful 101. This guy looks familiar, but I don't know any. I never heard of the Wonderful.
I don't think you would have. I don't own this game. It's one of the few Wii U games that I don't own of any importance. It is by Platinum, makers of Bayonetta. This came out in 2013. The whole gimmick is there's 101 heroes, and like they're all fighting together, and it's like not Pikmin style, but like they're a swarm, and you're using the stylus on the Wii U gamepad to like draw sword, and they all kind of form into the thing. And he's, I guess, the main guy, but I never played it. And I know at some point they got the rights fully, because I think Nintendo maybe might have co-published that game. And like there's a modern port of that game you can get on current consoles. But I haven't touched it. It's on my Wii U buy list just as a curiosity to own, and not a like I want to play. I'd be interested in playing, but like nothing about the game spoke out to me, and all the character designs seemed kind of lame. I think they're mostly all women too, except the one that needs to use a whip, dominatrix style. They're all men except for her, is what I'm saying. But he's like the main guy. He's probably a very Captain America, like for justice kind of guy.
I mean, his mask is very Batman. Pretty much.
I think they all have that style thing,
or the eyes glow, and it doesn't go over his hair, but it's very Batman-y.
Oh, wait,
that's what I saw.
No, it's called the Wonderful 101 because there's 100 heroes, and you are the one.
Oh my god, bro.
I think Platinum made it, and it was unique. So and people like that game, but I think it also might be
he has a Mr.
They like it because it's a
Incredibles
Wii U
suit going on.
Sure. They all have like because it's a swarm of guys, so they all need to be kind of generally simple color to identify.
Very corporate. Mm-mm.
Oh, I'm sure they all have United Healthcare. You know what I mean? But let's put him at C because we're not putting him at S.
Yeah. Wonder Red. Huh.
You put him at the same rank as the Prince of Persia.
Yeah, there's definitely a gap here. I don't know. Man, something's I think gonna have to be moved to S. We're gonna find out though if maybe there's something up the sleeve of
we might be moving Spyro up to S. Yeah, or maybe Bayonetta, but it depends on what we get now.
Yeah, let's see what we get.
Oh man,
please give us something good. Here we go. Tyler the Creator. From first appeared in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. So let me pull up
the terrible Tony Hawk game. That was we're rebooting it on the PS3. I think it's been delisted. I don't even know if it was physical.
I'm pretty sure Tyler the Creator has only been in. I'm a Tyler the Creator fan. I'll say from the forefront. I don't listen to much hip hop, but Tyler the Creator is probably my favorite hip hop artist. I like a lot of what he does.
I will hold my tongue on the matter.
Only other games
hater of people that you like. No, I'm kidding.
Right. I'll say the only thing I'm aware of video game wise that he's been in, like the only thing is from recently because I think he did, I guess, the Fortnite show, like a lot of the other rappers have been doing.
Sure.
Like, does that count? I guess. Like, yeah. Like,
well, if
yeah,
they said it's from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5, I need you to look up.
It's his first appear. This one's a little bit different than the other one.
Fair.
So I guess this is Tyler the Creator video games. Like, I'm trying to find like a list of games he's been in.
I'm gonna see some AI generated bullshit.
That's what I'm worried about. Browser, please. There you go.
I don't
the Tony Hawk one first.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5.
Okay, so this is from his Cherry Bomb era, which is where it was an album that's very I actually did dig it. And I think he said that he doesn't love it as much anymore. I think it's very very hyper pop, abrasive sounding on purpose.
Okay.
Production very much fits the vibe, I guess, of Tony Hawk, so that kind of makes sense. but he's wearing a mask. He always has different characters in some of his older work, but this is his. I mean, this was what this was he looked like in 2015. So it fits. I like Tyler the Creator, but like at least the design looks like him, so I'll give them that.
Listen, we gotta put him on the list, and he's not going at the S rank.
Yeah. I feel like he's a C or a D.
Well, we have whatever. He has to be placed at S and swapped, which means whatever we swap has to be S. I think you're like, hey, I don't really know the guy. I wouldn't even be able to tell you if I don't like the music or like it because I don't know if I've ever listened to it. I'll just say I'm a wash on it. So I don't even know if I could say he's overrated. If I were to, it would be just like opinions without any context. Why don't we put him where Spyro was and bump Spyro up to S? That's at B, though. Well, whatever.
I'm okay with Tyler the Creator at B, or I said C. I'm just like looking at this list. I said D, and I don't know what the hell I was just saying because, like I said, this at least looks like him. And
Tempest is now at the S rank.
You know, like, yeah. Do we put Spyro? I mean, when we think about iconic,
of this list, it would be either Spyro or Bayonetta as the most iconic. Not to like put any heat on Mark Chang, but I feel like,
do we put Mark Chang? Do we swap Mark Chang to S?
And is it Tyler ER or OR?
Yeah, ER. Yeah,
he's about as iconic as Cole McGrath. Why not? How does this look?
Yeah, I mean, that feels right. It's kind of weird why we put Spyro at B earlier, but I think we didn't put anything.
It was us being like, what if we get Pac-Man or someone that's like, like truly one of the greats, you know?
The more I think about it, because as much as I said, yeah, it looks like him and whatnot, but when we look at the other things, like from C down, it kind of just is what it is. You know what I mean? Like Prince of Persia, I think the only one out of that group from C downward where I'm like, maybe he should be bumped up a little bit. Or maybe you could swap him with Cole. I get if we're going by like game success and design, maybe because like I said, if we take away Cole's lightning, and you showed that to me right away, I'm like, what would I have even with my knowledge of playing his game? I don't know if I would have remembered, but at least everything from generally speaking, outside of maybe Cole, B on upwards is recognizable for me.
Yeah, so the only person I would swap Cole with is maybe the Prince of Persia, but like I personally like Cole more because I didn't play any of those Prince of Persia games. Certainly not that one. So to me, this list feels right. I actually do think our F is appropriate. I think our D is or his E is appropriate. Yeah, I think this is actually good.
This is probably one of our. The more
I guess I would lower Tyler the Creator, but like whatever, I'm okay with him being there. Why not?
I know our argument for like Vlatko Kankar was that he's a person, he doesn't have a story, and I guess you could use that argument against Tyler the Creator. But at least Tyler the Creator has a design here.
Well, he was a skater at the very least. It's like because you could play as like. You can play Bam Margera and like people. Yeah. So like and
I do games. Like the look.
Wiz Khalifa was in one of the the Tony Hawk games.
I mean, it looks like him and his character that he from that era. So credit to them for doing that well because I feel like you easily could have made it bad. I guess,
and it was a bad game. Well,
so
here we have
it. Yeah, I think honestly, the more I think about it, I think it's one of our better lists. I'm actually pretty proud of us here, considering the chaos was of getting a good. Kept getting like
we managed the recognized. Chaos.
We did.
You know what I mean? And I got like sweat in this eye or something, man. I got something going on here. Keep talking, man.
Yeah, no, I think it's one of our better lists on the show, considering it's our first time doing these two generators, and one generator seemed to give us real deep cuts, and the other one was more, I feel like, classic video gamey.
I think it'd be neat to put pins in these generators, and maybe we can use them in the future, knowing that one is like far more recognized and one is way more obscure, at least in our experience with them.
I'll give both the generator credit for what they do. You know, some of the generator we kicked off Google's I'm Feeling Lucky after one episode,
which was a misunderstanding of
it bombed so bad we kicked it off the show. Okay,
that's right. That's right.
We only have so many roster spots on this show, but maybe these two generators here earn their way into our hearts for later episodes. But yeah, I think we won. I think we don't have to worry about the consequences, at least for this episode. So that's good. Spyro the Dragon is our S rank.
That's right.
Followed by Bayonetta, Morgan, Tyler the Creator, Cole McGrath, Wonder Red, Prince of Persia, Ripto, Tempest, Angelina Mason, Ted McPain, Mark Chang, Loki. Yeah, he's in E rank, but I'm gonna give him credit for being the most coolest guy on this roster. Black Goat King Car and Winter Wyvern. I just always love that this list. Even though we've only did 2 things this time, no matter what, the list always looks kind of insane. If you see that without any context, you're like, what is this?
We have literally a pair of dragons flanking each end of the list.
We do. And one in the middle, so it's perfect. Crypto.
I guess. I honestly don't remember. That was a rental game for me. Even though, in the trilogy, I platinumed that one and found it very interesting and might like it the most. It was a rental for me back in the day. I don't really remember Ripto. I owned 1 and 3. Okay.
Well, folks, thanks for watching S Rank the podcast, a show where we rank things on an S through F scale. And I think we won this time. So like I said, there's no consequences for this episode. But this was your pseudo Game Awards hype episode.
Yeah, are any of these guys going to be in any of the trailers?
Maybe that's going to be one of our predictions, is one of these things is going to appear, or persons, or is going to appear at the Game Awards. You don't know. We don't know. Anything is possible with Jeff Keighley there. Folks, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, give a like.
I'm sorry. An award is given out, and everyone's cheering. They cut the guy off way too early to finish his speech, and then it's the classic Jeff Keighley bit, where somewhere in the middle of the show, all the lights go out. We're having a technical difficulty because it's a setup for the trailer, and it's all black right now, Devin. And what do you hear? Dink, dink. You hear a basketball bouncing.
No way.
Out comes Vlad. Yes, he's an NBA 2K26.
He's the cover athlete.
Because they're adding in the European leagues or whatever. You know what I mean? And he's
okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
There we go. I hope that was
NBA
funny
champion.
To you out there.
It was. He was an NBA champion, so he deserves to be on the cover, I think.
All right,
folks. We'll catch you next time. Peace out.
For honor. But I think some of those Dota characters talk like.